All right, welcome to another episode of Off the Dome. We have a pressing matter we got to start off with first, so this will be very niche for, I guess, just me and Joe. But Joe, you texted me yesterday that Joe Alexander and Gennaro Pargo were playing in the Big Three tournament. So I turned it on, got to see a minute of it, got to see Coutinho Mobley's corpse out on the court. But it was weird. It was the blend of our video game lives into our real lives. So I have to ask you, and then maybe AJ could chime in as well. Will we ever see Petch play in the Big Three tournament?
I think it's perfectly suited for him. I mean, not a lot of running. It's there's different spots on the court where the shots are worth more. I
Mm-hmm.
think he would really take advantage of that. Unfortunately, I didn't watch the end because I didn't know the rules. I always thought that went to 21.
You did? No, it goes to 50.
So I didn't see the game winner. I mean, but the most egregious part of it all, and the political messaging was good, but Royce White, one of my favorites, just had words written on his head, just in
Mm-hmm.
Sharpie
Yep.
on his bald head.
Yes, he did. It was Dan and AJ. So if you're unfamiliar with the Big Three, and all of our listeners, it's a three-on-three basketball league started by Ice Cube. And they play. There's a 4 point line or 4 point spots, and it's half court, and it's
Nice.
just with the most washed NBA players you've ever seen.
And just random, like really no common thread either.
Yes. Yeah, and one guy literally had just Sharpie message on his head.
That's amazing. That's like the XFL for basketball.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what it's like. Yeah, that's exactly what it's like. But two guys that really sparked Joe and me and Joe's love of terrible 2K players. We're actually playing in the game, and it really
He
blew our
played
minds.
well.
He did.
They both played well.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, they did. But anyway, sorry, just had to get that off the bat, just so I could get it off of my dome. I'd be thinking about it the rest of the time. Joe, AJ, or sorry, Dan, AJ, how we doing? What's new? What's going on?
Yeah, all good, all good. It's really warm actually in the UK. The weather in Europe's been crazy over the last week. I don't know if you've seen any of the floods in central Europe, like Germany and stuff, had mad floods, and we had like torrential rain here, but now it's like 32 degrees today, which I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, probably like 90 something, 95.
I know at the Open it's their hottest day of the year. I think it's
Yeah, it's
85
crazy.
over there.
It's really
Yeah.
crazy. So yeah, that's pretty odd and pretty new for London, I guess. But other than that, yeah, not too much. What about you, AJ?
Okay.
It's as hot and muggy as ever in North Carolina, let me
Mhm.
tell you. Not surprising at all, just really hot and hard to stay dry.
You got those
All right,
Blue Ridge
well-
Mountains behind you there, is that?
They are, yes, the Blue Ridge. I hated the color of my room, and I asked my friend if she could mix like the extra color that I had with white to make the appearance of mountains, and she killed it.
Nice. Looks
She
good.
did. It's a sweet mural. Go follow AJ on, I guess, social media if you want to see the full thing. But yeah,
Don't follow me. I'll reject your request.
yeah. The weather
I
here.
run a very exclusive account.
You,
Thank
you do, yeah, you do. Only certain people can see you basically nude with only Nick Cage covering you up. So yeah, the weather here has actually not been too hot, which is weird for Texas. So I'm hoping it stays that way this summer. Joe, you have the draft this week, the off the dome draft, and I hear it's weather related, right?
There might be certain aspects that you could put the weather there.
Yeah, I have no idea what it is. So why don't you tell us what it is? We're going fully off the dome this week. None of us have heard it yet, so tell us what we're drafting.
So this is a NASCAR draft.
Okay.
So you're going to draft a driver. You're going to draft a pit crew chief, an assistant to the pit crew. You're going to pick a sponsor. You're going to pick a fuel, like
Wait, hold on one second. Sponsor a fuel, you said?
right, like the type of. I don't know if fuel's the right word, but
Or like
Like
the
a
brand,
gas
so like
company?
Esso or like BP, that sort of thing.
No,
Or like
no, like
regular diesel and
yes,
jet fuel.
yes.
Okay.
Paraffin.
What would you call
Awesome.
that? What would you?
Okay.
Fuel. Yeah.
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 Okay. And then you're gonna pick three instruments that you're gonna use in your pit when you are repairing
Okay.
uh, the NASCAR.
Okay.
The car is a standard car. Besides what you're putting into it, what you're using to fix it. So there's wheels, there is doors, there is seat belts.
Okay. Uh, so wait, I'm sorry. What are you choosing here with the pit instruments then?
Yeah, so just like what you're gonna use, like the car will pull
Tools.
up to the what
Tools.
what you
Okay.
have on hand to
Okay.
help you win the race.
Okay. Is that it there? Are we at
That's seven, right? Or
that's
eight?
8.
Eight, yeah, that's good.
You're going with
Nice.
8? Okay, cool. Sounds good. So let's go ahead and do this down here. Um, I'm not used to doing this on the fly on the show.
It's nice.
But it is. It's kind of nice. Except for me, because I'm. So do you
Kind of
want
nice,
me?
except for the fact that it's not nice.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll put people. So you don't have to specify your driver, pit crew, or assistant pit crew, right?
Yeah.
When I put.
Not as a nominee, right?
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Right.
So we'll have people. So we'll have 12 of them, right? So let me 3 rows there. Then we'll have pit instruments. And then we'll have 3 rows there. And then we'll have sponsors and fuel. Okay, cool. I like this, Joe. We're branching out. We're doing something a little bit different this week.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of a different audience going here. So we have the draft order this week is going to be AJ, me, Dan, and then Joe. So Joe, why don't you start us off with your list?
Yes. Let me pull up the sheet. So I could.
I think this is the first time I've ever had the first pick. And
That can't be true.
yeah, on this show. Watch it back. I think this is the first time I picked first.
I'm almost positive you picked first like 2 weeks ago.
I might have. I don't have the best memory.
I can almost guarantee that you picked first 2 weeks ago.
I'm not
And
saying
last
it's
week,
not
who
possible.
picked first last week? Was it you, Dan?
I
Did you
think
pick
it was
first for our
me.
music
I think
festival?
yeah, it was
Okay.
me.
Okay. I would have really loved if it was last week that you picked first. So, Joe, start off with your people. Give me your people.
Yeah. So people, we're gonna go with. We're gonna do Baron Trump again, just because I'm not gonna make it a recurring thing, but I just want to have him in here because
Yeah, of course.
the strategy changes when you don't have the first pick, right?
Yeah, it does.
That's what makes this a little bit tough for me.
But you also, if you don't have the first pick, you don't have the last pick, which is nice.
True. Okay. So we're gonna go with Peter Dinklage.
Okay.
And we are going to go with we're gonna go with Sully, Kelsey Sullenberger,
Oh, man. Well, you know he's not going to be on my list.
the famous people that transport that are not NASCAR drivers.
Yeah, Sully Sullenberger. The man who messed up and got famous for it. All right, your pit instruments.
Yeah, pit instruments. You're gonna have a little air pump.
Okay.
You're gonna have a lone wrench,
Okay.
and you're gonna have some paint.
That should be helpful. All right, sponsors or sponsor, I guess you got one.
Sponsor, we'll go with the Hobby Lobby.
Okay. And then finally, your fuel.
Fuel is going to be good old fashioned gasoline.
Okay.
Fill it regular.
All right. Sounds good. Dan, you're up next with your people. You need 3 people.
Okay. I will go for, and again, I'm sort of trying to think slightly strategically here.
Bless you, AJ.
Yeah, bless you. I'll go with Christian Pulisic, the
Okay.
soccer player. Will Ferrell.
Classic.
And I think I'm going to go with the Donald,
Ooh.
DJT. Then I will take a Phillips screwdriver. I don't know whether you refer to them as Phillips screwdrivers.
Phillips head, yeah.
Phillips head screwdriver. We will also take a some duct tape. Duct tape.
Way over. Do you still have room? Am I pushing you off the?
No, that's fine. It's all good.
Okay.
And final instrument, we'll go for a violin.
Okay. Nice. That's exactly what I was gonna do, Dan.
Then
I think
I'll
a
go
fiddle.
with sponsor will be Tesla.
Okay.
And fuel, we will go with cooking oil, like yeah, vegetable oil, I guess. But yeah,
So I wanted to go tall, short driver, and now you picked a lot of tall.
yeah.
Well, we'll get ready for my first pick, which is going to be Shaquille O'Neal.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, you're gonna need to be driving like a Suburban to fit some of these drivers here.
Yeah,
Never
well,
gonna fit in
I
the
guess they
car.
don't have to all be drivers, right? Some of them can
Right,
be,
right, yeah.
yeah, not drivers. Ooh, Jordan Spieth making his move, by the way, 1 shot back now at the Open. Good stuff there. All right, I'm gonna go with Venus Williams, and then I will take. I'll go back to an old classic, Kevin Spacey. Pit instruments. Dan, you kind of stole what I was going to do here, but I'm going to take a guitar. I'm going to take a harmonica, and then finally I will take I'll take a screw, because what good is a screwdriver without a screw? Is that an instrument? Does that count as yeah? Okay. And then I feel like we have too many instruments on the board. Do you want me to change one of my picks?
We don't have any actual instruments that are gonna help anybody.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, let me change one of my
wrench.
picks. I'm gonna change the guitar. I'm gonna change the guitar to a mallet. Oh, you've got a mallet there. Okay. Sponsors. I will go with I don't know. I don't know why this is the toughest one. I'll go with Amazon. I'll go with Jeff Bezos. And then fuel, I'm going to go with electricity.
Cool. Yeah, I was going to go with
AJ.
like hydro power, but it's very hard for that to be in a car, in a NASCAR.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I should also say that
But cooking oil works.
the point of this is to win. You know what I'm saying? This is the winning.
Yeah, no. You want to have the best car, best
Right,
team, right?
right.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
wanted to hammer that home.
This one's gonna be tough, guys. All right. My people are Liza Minnelli.
Okay. Probably a great driver.
Why? Why do you think that?
I don't know. Just have a feeling about Liza.
She's good at driving you crazy.
Yep. That's it.
Usain Bolt
Okay.
and Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Nice. Wow.
Who is that?
From Home Improvement.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Actually.
So what? Tim Allen's character is actually called Tim.
Tim Allen. Yep. Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim the Tim.
Method acting.
Yeah, right.
He
We
used to
got
be Ryan Allen until he got the part.
Yeah.
You know what? I can't be Tim and Tim, or Tim and Ryan. So just make me Tim and Tim, and I'll
I'll never forget my
easier for
character
me.
name.
Yeah, just shout Tim, and I'll know you're talking to me. For instruments, we got a pneumatic drill.
Okay, I don't know how to spell that.
Starts with a P.
Yeah,
Silent
okay.
P.
So it's like pneumonia.
Yeah, pneumatic drill, and
What is that?
it's an air-powered
Okay.
instrument that's actually a tool used to fix things. uh, we got a squeegee,
Okay.
and kind of, I guess, in the light of watching Astro Boy,
Yeah.
maybe we could have like
A squirt
a
bottle.
squirt bottle. No, like the squeegee, but he's animated. He's got like a
Okay.
personality.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
So I'll just put a talking squeegee.
a talking squeegee. There you
Yeah.
go, guys. And a jack.
Your sponsors.
Sponsor
Sponsor. Excuse me.
will be Wonder Bread.
Okay. And then your fuel.
And my fuel is going to be hydrogen.
Mm.
Just straight compressed hydrogen.
Okay. Well, we got quite a board here to draft from, boys. And AJ, the board is yours. You're the first pick.
The board is mine. I'm gonna go right off the top and pick my pneumatic drill.
Okay.
I mean, that's a terrible pick. I'm
It's
sorry.
I want my car to run, so I'm gonna take gasoline.
Listen, that's the worst number one pick that we've had.
I'm glad you think so. I got nervous. I don't know how to use the first pick.
There's a reason why the
NAS-
random list doesn't usually give AJ the first pick.
Yeah, I'm usually, I don't know much about NASCAR either, but I would assume that things are gonna get broken. You're gonna need to change your tires. How are y'all gonna change your tires without zipping them off?
You're gonna end up with cooking oil or hydrogen to run your car.
Hydrogen isn't bad. I'm actually
Mhm.
looking at the hydrogen.
Yeah, all of these
Shit, no, okay.
are fuel types that would make something run.
Yeah, I think electricity. I got to go with.
Yeah, so I'll take hydrogen.
Hmm.
And I need the tool man as my pick crew chief.
Perfect. Yeah, no, it's a great pick.
I will take. I think duct tape is actually a very good pick at this point. It's very useful. Lots of different applications. So I'll take that.
I'm going to go ahead and take. I'll take a wrench.
It's a good pick. That's what I was looking at.
Gotta change those tires, like AJ said.
You will. And how fast are you gonna do it compared to me with just that wrench?
Oh, at least my car's going to be able to drive. So
You can drive on cooking oil. You can drive on it.
you're gonna be pitting up every 2 laps to get more cooking oil put in there.
Well then, I'm also gonna take the air pump.
Okay. It's a good pick. That was gonna be mine on the turnaround. You've got one more here.
I do. I'm gonna take Peter Dinklage as my driver.
Is he gonna be able to see over the wheel?
Get him a little booster seat and some extension shoes.
I will go ahead and take the Phillips head screwdriver, as I see it probably being the last useful tool that we have left.
Yeah, I think. I guess I'll take the Jack again.
Yeah,
Sort of.
actually, Jack's a
Yeah.
good pick there.
Can you explain the talking squeegee again?
Oh yeah, so it's a squeeze. Well, AJ, why don't you explain it? It's yours.
Yeah, it's a squeegee, but it has eyes and a mouth and talks, and it's animated. It's like a character tells a lot
From
of
Astro
jokes.
Boy.
They're not necessarily good jokes, but he's there for it. You know, it
Right.
could be a morale booster.
Yeah.
Definitely going to help you see out your windshield, unless he's too busy telling jokes to actually squeegee anything.
Mm.
That's the caveat.
Well, I think the point is I have such a good chief that he would make him work. And I think the tool man can screw using his hands. So I'm going to take the talking squeegee and the screw.
Keep in mind, you only get one screw, so you better
More
use
than
it.
you have.
No, definitely, but you better use it at the right moment. I love how in these drafts we're always going under the assumption that you literally start with nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, there should
Like,
be.
you
There's
have
at least a
abs-
car.
You have nothing. Well, you do have a car, so you do start with a car, but you start with nothing in your pit crew. So like whatever we've drafted, that's all you have to use.
Yeah.
Making this
So
the most
James,
dangerous race.
if you don't have a screw to drive, you could remove a screw like from the trunk, and maybe
That's
that'll
what
be
I'm
a little
thinking.
flappy, but you
Yeah.
can use it where you need to use
That's
it.
exactly what I'm thinking.
Would slow
with
you
the flip
down
side.
a great deal.
Joe's got an extra screw.
A loose
Joe's got one
trunk.
extra screw to use.
Yeah. I'm gonna take, to my knowledge, the only person on here with any experience of driving NASCAR, and that's Ricky Bobby, Will Ferrell, and he'll be my driver.
That's a good pick. Didn't even think about that. He will be your driver. Okay. I then am going to take. I'm going to take the most physically fit driver on the list. No offense to Venus Williams. I'll take Christian Pulisic to be my driver.
Or are you saying Bolt?
No
No
he's
offense,
too
guys.
tall.
Yeah, that was-
He's only the fastest man.
He's
in
far
the
too
world.
tall. He's far too
He
tall.
is too tall.
I don't want him in my car. AJ, you've got two picks.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go with Usain Bolt as my assistant pit crew. I need some speed down
He's gonna
there.
be fast, yeah.
We're gonna be whipping tires like it's nobody's business. I might actually start charging you guys to change your tires for you, because maybe you got a little extra sponsor money. Want to throw a couple bucks my way? I'll get you back in the race. My pit crew chief is going to be Sully Sullenberger.
Ugh, terrible choice. Should have been the last pick. I am going to take. I'm going to pretend like this is F1 and not NASCAR, and that the sponsor is really going to put a lot of money behind the car. And who knows cars better than Elon Musk? I'm going to take Tesla as my sponsor.
Money surely would have been a different pick, but
Well, yeah,
right.
but that's all right.
So I
cars
will
and
take
money.
Shaq as my pit crew chief.
Okay.
I'll take the mallet.
Okay. Probably a good pick.
And yeah, we're talking physically fit. I'll take Venus as the driver.
Okay.
Nice.
So Dan, you've got an assistant pit crew, one more
Yeah.
instrument, and a sponsor to draft from.
Basically, am I happy to take a Trump on my pit crew? I mean, the picks are not great for the humans that are left on the board.
No.
So I will go with the ultimate money source, and Jeffrey Bezos and Amazon will be my sponsor. I was hoping for the Tesla. I was hoping to get Tesla late, actually, because of my electric car, but
Yeah.
Amazon's unlimited resource of money, basically, so that can only go well.
Kind of a strategic pick against you to take Tesla.
Yeah.
All right, I am going to take.
Who know nothing about gasoline cars.
Yeah, that's all right. They'll figure it out. They know cars. They know cars. We could trade. We could trade later if you want.
Yeah.
All right. So I've got two people and an instrument to take. Um, just because I think Pit Crew Chief needs some young energy. I'll take Baron Trump. I don't see those
Chief.
other three really busting their ass.
Putting him in a leadership position already?
He's ready for it. He's ready for it.
God, talking about me with bad picks. You're just
You took the
destroying your
pneumatic
team
drill.
like that. That's a great pick. Look at you guys with your duct tape gonna get your ass back on the track. I don't think so.
You have cooking
They will.
oil, AJ.
Yeah, there's cars that run on ethanol, corn oil, with
Yeah.
Is this cooking oil already been used or something? I don't think so. It's not like this is what they're taking out of the fryer at Wendy's.
Oh, could be. we didn't specify. All right, so you have AJ. You've got two picks. You've got your last instrument, a sponsor, and then obviously your fuel.
Right. I'm gonna take a violin so that I can play really sad music over by your guys' pits as you struggle to change your tires. And I don't really care about either sponsor, so I'll take cooking oil as my fuel.
Okay. All right, so I've got the assistant pit crew and the final instrument. I can't I can't have a young boy and then take Kevin Spacey to be my assistant pit crew chief. But nobody supports young men like Kevin Spacey. But also nobody supports Donald Trump doesn't support anybody but Barron Trump, really. So I'll take Donald Trump. If he's going to work for anybody, it's going to be Barron. So give me the Trumps.
Yeah, but his son is in charge, and he's got to do what he says.
Yeah,
that is.
Give me the Trumps. Give me the Trumps.
It's the wrong way around.
I can't take Kevin Spacey. I'm sorry. I'm just not gonna.
Right,
I'm not gonna go
but
to
the
jail.
roles, you got the
team.
roles completely mixed up to where nothing will ever happen.
Donald's not gonna bust his ass around as a pit crew chief. It's all good. We're good.
And you've got clash of the entrepreneurs as well with billionaires, Musk
true.
and Trump. And Trump in a very junior position in something that
Trump
Elon Musk is
not a
basically
billionaire.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, we've got the billionaires and the 100 millionaires.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to then take Liza Minnelli, I guess, as my assistant pit crew. I think she's quite a good dancer, isn't she, Liza Minnelli, in her career?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of
that's her trade.
Yeah. And changing tires and the whole pit stop kind of thing is very much a choreographed routine. So I think she'll be good in that role.
Yeah, I'll go with Wonder Bread. Already some experience there. Fill the seats.
I think they actually do sponsor a NASCAR. They sponsor some driver, so got experience.
And yeah, I'll take another actor, just a couple of actors, chopping it up.
Just your average.
They're gonna act like they know what they're doing, but they're just actors.
The interesting thing is this is not Tim Allen. This is Tim.
This is Tim Toolman.
Yes,
Toolman Taylor.
the alter ego.
but he is like Tim Toolman Taylor. First of all, is not actually a great tool man. Really,
it's actually the comedy of the show is that
he's always fucking up.
But what I will say though is he sees like if you're good with tools, he doesn't really like that's all he really sees. You know what I'm saying? Like he's very much
he's not going to judge Kevin Spacey.
Right.
Is Kevin Spacey good with tools?
I mean, he might be. We'll see, man. I mean,
there's a joke in there, isn't there?
I think the tool man needs his own crew.
Yeah.
Like I think he knows more than he leads on.
Yeah. Okay. Dan, are you taking the paint or the harmonica? Two good picks here.
I think we got to keep that car looking good. So yeah, I'll take the paint.
Yeah, that's the right pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, which leaves me with the harmonica, which I'll figure out a way to spin that to being something good by the time AJ's done with his pick. So AJ, you end up with Hobby Lobby as your sponsor. Got to feel good
Yeah.
about that. Arts and crafts.
I do, and they make small cars, right? They'll make like the little tiny Matchbox cars. So maybe they can come up with some kind of smaller vehicle for Peter Dinklage to drive.
That
You
doesn't
know,
use
if
as much fuel.
that doesn't need as much fuel.
Yeah.
Exactly. We're gonna be doing laps around you guys.
I mean, the fact that you had the first pick and you ended up with cooking oil is egregious.
No, I figured that was probably gonna happen, but that's at least a legitimate fuel source that you can run a car on.
Yeah.
It burns. Some of these
Yeah.
other tools, like y'all are just gonna be scratching your asses.
I think the
But I have a
time.
wrench and a screwdriver.
Yeah. I think
You
the.
go through a lot of tires during a NASCAR race, don't you? That's all I know about NASCAR is the zoop 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 zoop. They're always taking the tires off. I don't know what else tool you would need other than the zoop zoop.
Go ahead,
But
Dan.
you have an elderly pilot that's in charge of this, and a Jamaican track runner.
An elderly pilot that does not have a good track record with vehicles.
No, but he's great under pressure. In new situations that he doesn't know how to manage, that there's no book for, he knows how to come through and direct things under pressure. And he's got the fastest man in the world running tasks for him.
But you made it so much more difficult for yourself for really no reason.
I mean, there are no NASCAR people on this board, so we're all trying to convince people who don't know how to do this to do it. And I think Sully's a fine choice.
Dan, how are you feeling?
He hit a bird midair and had to land on water.
I'm not against the Sully pick. I'm just it's only like your instrument is only as good as who's using it. The gasoline is just good no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel fine about my draft. Yeah, I mean, I think there's probably some holes in this system in terms of like
yeah.
A couple.
Yeah. So yeah, we kind of ignore those. I think my car's pretty good. I'm happy with Will Ferrell. I think Shaq will have a competitive streak that serves him well in that role. I've got 3 kind of legitimate items, I guess, that can help. And then yeah, big money sponsor and probably the fastest, at least in terms of like acceleration, engine out there with electricity. But I don't know. On the flip side, batteries are heavy, and that might increase tire wear, and then I've got no way of actually taking a tire off my car. So
you have a jack, but so you could get the car up.
Yeah. The good thing is any marks on the tires or like tears in the tires, I can put duct tape over them and then paint black over the top of that. So hopefully that'll see me through a few more laps. But yeah, that's where I'm at.
That's true. Joe, your first pit instrument was the talking squeegee. Which is tough. So, I mean, your driver's windshield's going to be clean, I guess.
Well, I just think it gives me an edge. We're talking about, it was slim pickings, and this seems like, it's a high risk, high reward situation with the talking squeegee. Anything that can, bring a little personality, maybe, it's kind of slow the game down a little bit, put everybody at ease. To me, that's a good thing.
Yeah, I don't totally disagree with that. I know you guys think I didn't do well on the Trumps. I still think still think I don't want Donald in a position of leadership where he's just going to say the wrong thing and screw it all up. I believe in Barron, and I believe in Donald helping Barron, and I got the gasoline, and I have the car company as a sponsor. I'm quite happy with my
I
draft.
also forgot that Peter Dinklage was your driver. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, AJ, you had like just maybe the worst draft ever.
Nah, we're
In a
doing
pool of
things.
awful, you had
We're
the
we're doing
worst.
things more concise. All right, we gotta keep up with your fast cars, so we gotta reduce the amount um,
weight,
baggage of
right?
weight that
That's
we're
fair.
Height.
transporting around.
That's why I
I'm
picked him.
reading I'm
You
reading
put
this
him in.
article on how to turn cooking oil into fuel,
Mm.
and it's a clean burning, effective fuel that won't damage your engine. The
Right.
method is called transesterification, which you're taking the ester in the cooking oil and mixing it with alcohol,
And
which
Sully and Usain
in a
Bolt,
small
they can do this
catalytic.
well.
No, but I mean this is not what they have to deal with. They're coming with the cooking oil turned into fuel, right? It's methyl ester. It's a biodiesel fuel. It's renewable. It's it's going to run the car. We're going to run this small tiny car all over the place and all around your asses.
Yeah, you're not. I'm gonna actually remember to put up the graphic this week and put it out to a vote. And if you get more than one vote, I'll be shocked. Be truly shocked. Also, the air pump is just you. Like, what are you going to be repumping your tires?
I I need that for the drill to work. Hello? Those go hand in hand. I got the pneumatic
Oh,
drill
so
that
you got
runs
the
on
pneumatic
air,
drill,
and I
and
got the air pump to pump the air through the drill.
so you took with your first pick, you took something that you needed a secondary pick for.
And I knew that it would come around on the turn because y'all are, interested in squeegees and harmonicas, which are not tools to help you win the race. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, harmonica was the last pick, by the way. I was not interested in the harmonica.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's wrap it there. Another good draft, Joe. Great topic brought to the table this week. Have we all done a topic now? Dan, you did one, right?
Yes.
I think we've all done one. So I will bring the topic for next week. But yeah, thank you to everyone who watched. Go vote in our Twitter and Instagram polls. AJ, since you did so well with it on the Wickerman yesterday, I'll give you the final word for this week.
Well, the final word is that you can run a car on cooking oil. All right. And if you make a little tiny midget car from Hobby Lobby and you get a small person to drive it, they're maybe going to go fast.